where last night the earth opened up, as it does increasingly and thousands of times every year in this country. This time it swallowed a 37-year-old man as he slept in his home. Our report tonight from NBC's Gabe Gutierrez.
In his bed 1 minute, gone the next.
All I see was the tops of his bed.
Jeremy Bush says he heard a loud crash, then his brother Jeffrey screaming late last night at their home near Tampa. He jumped into the massive hole in a desperate attempt to rescue his brother.
And I couldn't get him. All I could hear was, I thought I could hear him screaming for me and holler for me to help him. I couldn't do nothing.
Remarkably, outside, the house looks like nothing happened, but inside,
the open hole is about 30 feet in diameter, and it's about 20 feet deep.
While sinkholes like these in Ohio, Minnesota, Utah, and this one in Guatemala often grab headlines, they are most often reported in these 7 states: Texas, Alabama, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and they're especially common in Florida, where more than 15,000 sinkholes have been recorded. Last May, this huge hole swallowed an entire backyard near Orlando. Last June, another destroyed an entire home. While experts say many things can cause them, in Florida it's a domino effect. The state's sandy soil, on top of clay, supported on a deep layer of limestone, can suddenly collapse due to a dramatic shift in Florida's unique underground rivers.
Florida essentially sits on a system of caverns that are filled with water to some degree, and as that water moves up and down, it erodes those caverns, and from time to time they collapse.
Back near Tampa, engineers are trying to explain what happened here, trapping a man in his own home without warning.
The sinkholes are opening up, and they are swallowing people by the thousands. And creatures are coming from the sinkholes, creatures that have never roamed the earth before, that no one has ever seen. These creatures are looking inside of people's bedrooms as they sleep, trying to figure out how they will enter their house and consume them and make another sinkhole swallow them alive. Big monsters are busting inside the doors. Humongous monsters with large eyes piercing through the buildings are coming from the sinkhole. The bigger the sinkhole, the bigger the creature that's coming out of. And no one is safe in their houses as the doors are busted open and the creatures look inside to see where the humans are. We have never seen creatures like this before. They are coming with monstrous faces and long claws, and they seem to have a lust and a thirst for human flesh as they come from the sinkholes. Some of the creatures appear to come from nowhere. We never know. All of a sudden they pop up and they intend to come towards you to grab you by your throat and pull you down into the sinkholes. Some of the creatures float on air with hoods and evil incantations as they float towards the people to murder them. And it appears to be controlled by one lady, in which we have no knowledge of where she came from. And it appears that children are floating in the air also. We don't know if it's the sinkhole that's imbalanced the earth, but they appear to be floating as they come inside of windows to murder people. Be sure to lock your doors at night and your windows, because they're coming for you. The creatures from the sinkholes. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and come back for part 4 of They Came from the Sinkhole.